If you're in the business of servicing air conditioning systems, repairing vehicles, performing body work, or you run an implement dealership and work on heavy equipment, time is running out. Already, many local municipalities and state governments have passed laws requiring the use of R-12 recovery and recycling systems. Even Congress is currently considering legislation that calls for mandating the use of recovery and recycling systems. Frankly, if you want to stay in business, you'll need to own a refrigerant recovery and recycling system. While a host of legislative bodies are forcing this issue on you, recovering and recycling refrigerant makes economic and environmental sense. By recovering and recycling refrigerant, you'll save thousands of dollars. Instead of buying refrigerant each week, you'll be recovering Freon from every job and recycling it for reuse. And that puts money right back into your wallet. Remember, when you use recovered and recycled refrigerant, you do not pay any federal tax on it. A recovery and recycling system will save you more money as time goes on. The reason for this is simply supply and demand. First of all, the United States and 48 other countries have signed the Montreal Protocol. This document calls for phasing out the mass production of Freon by the year 2000. In addition, Congress just placed a $1.37 per pound tax on Freon. In 1993, the tax will go up to $2.63 per pound. Then, beginning in 1995, the tax will increase by 45 cents per pound each year. The results of this will be critical shortages of R-12 refrigerant and skyrocketing prices. Even if an alternative to R-12 refrigerant is developed, such as R-134A, there still will be vehicles to service. Recent studies indicate that 65% of all the vehicles on the road have air conditioning systems. That translates into 100 million vehicles that will require air conditioning service. And those figures don't even include tractors, combines, and heavy machinery. Finally, the most compelling reason, our environment. CFCs have ripped a huge hole in the Earth's protective ozone layer. As this ozone layer is destroyed, lethal radiation gets through to the Earth's surface. The results of this deadly radiation? Skin cancer, cataracts, damage to the human immune system, disruption of the aquatic food chain, and damage to plant life, especially food crops. However, this deadly trend can be reversed if you just simply recover and recycle refrigerant for reuse. This time, you can make a difference. Now, if you're about to disregard this whole issue because you don't service air conditioning systems and you don't need a refrigerant recovery and recycling system, think again. There are numerous service procedures that require removing the refrigerant from the air conditioning system, including repair or replacement of some engine assemblies, various transmissions, and numerous body components. A refrigerant recovery and recycling system allows you to stay in business and turns air conditioning service into a profit center. Both refrigerant recovery and recycling stations are UL certified and exceed the specifications for recycled refrigerant purity. When you buy a recovery and recycling unit, you won't need any additional equipment. We'll include everything you'll need. Each system comes with two 30-pound reusable Department of Transportation approved storage tanks. You can use one on your recovery and recycling system, while the other is used with your charging equipment. To prevent any residual Freon vapor from escaping during the recovery process, 3 color-coded 6-foot quick seal connecting hoses are included. To get you started as quickly as possible, a training video and manual are included. To operate, just attach your manifold gauge set to the vehicle's air conditioning system using the blue and red quick seal hoses. Attach the exhaust hose from the manifold to the inlet on the recovery and recycling station. Open both valves on the manifold block and the two valves on the storage tank. Turn on the main power switch and press the recovery start button. The recovery process takes about 10 minutes. When the system reaches approximately 17 inches of vacuum, the compressor will automatically shut off. This actually takes less time than old-fashioned methods using a hose and a pail to evacuate and drain the oil from the vehicle's air conditioning system. Our deluxe recovery and recycling station features a continuous loop recycling system. This means that after you've recovered refrigerant from about 10 vehicles, you'll have to recycle the refrigerant. With this type of system, refrigerant will continue to recycle until it is completely free of moisture, unlike single-pass systems, which recover and recycle in one step and cannot adapt to refrigerants with different contaminant levels. Our economy model features both a single and continuous loop recycling system, allowing it to adapt to different levels of contamination. As refrigerant is recovered, it's also recycled at the same time. After recovery is complete, just look at the moisture indicator. If it's green, you can immediately use the refrigerant for recharging. If it's yellow, the refrigerant will require additional recycling at a time when it's convenient for you. No matter which system you have, the steps involved in recycling are virtually the same. Open both valves on the storage tank. Turn on the main power switch and depress the recycle start button. The unit automatically begins the recycling process. The moisture indicator will show yellow initially and turn to green when the refrigerant is completely recycled. Depending upon the moisture content, recycling can take from 20 minutes to 2 hours. The only maintenance you'll have to perform is an occasional filter change. This occurs after approximately 300 pounds of Freon have been recycled. If an average vehicle has about 3 pounds of refrigerant, you'll be able to service around 100 vehicles before having to change the filter. The filters are easily accessible and clearly marked, so it will take only a few minutes to get up and running again. Besides the recovery and recycling systems, there's a portable refrigerant recovery unit. It's great for use on field service trucks or at satellite service facilities. This unit allows you to expand your ability to service your customers' air conditioning systems without investing in a second or third recovery and recycling system. The unit comes with one 30-pound reusable Department of Transportation approved storage tank and a 6-foot hose with a quick seal fitting. The unit operates on 115 volts and recovers up to 1/2 pound of refrigerant per minute. It also has the oil separator feature. When it comes to recharging with R-12 refrigerant, nothing works better than this cart-type air conditioning charging station. Today's vehicles require a precise charge. Too much or too little refrigerant can ruin your customer's air conditioning system. Since it dispenses refrigerant by weight for an extremely accurate charge, you won't harm your customer's AC system, and you won't waste a drop of refrigerant. It comes with a manifold gauge set, 2 8-foot color-coded hoses with quick seal valves to prevent refrigerant from escaping into the atmosphere, an adapter fittings package, and a heater blanket to speed up charging. Programming the station for evacuation and recharging is simple and easy, thanks to the touchpad microprocessor controls and system prompts. You simply program in the evacuation time and then the amount of refrigerant to be recharged. Press the start button and walk away. When the unit completes the evacuation process, an audible alarm goes off, telling you it's ready to begin charging. Simply check the system one last time and press the start button. In just seconds, the vehicle is precisely recharged. The charging station also allows you to add refrigerant in 0.2 of a pound increments for partial charging, leak checking, or topping off. Finally, there's the charging scale. It automatically delivers an accurate charge, dispensing refrigerant by weight. Simply program in the amount of refrigerant to be added to the vehicle, and then press the start button. When the charge has been delivered, An audible alarm signals the technician. No matter what your requirements are, a refrigerant recovery and recycling station, a recovery unit, a charging station, or an electronic charging scale, we've got the equipment to keep you in business and help you make air conditioning service a profit center while protecting the environment. Should you ever have any questions, there's a technical hotline staffed by experts to answer any of your concerns. If service is ever a problem, a nationwide network of authorized service centers is available to get your equipment up and running as quickly as possible. Now is the time to act. The environment won't heal itself. It needs your help. This is a rare opportunity for you to make a difference while you add more profits to your bottom line.